This video is brought to you by the Deck of Many and their Heckna campaign setting book. Hello and welcome back to The Gallant Goblin. Curse of Strahd holds an interesting place in the recent history of D&D in our little realm of painted miniatures. It's one of, if not the, most popular adventure for 5th edition, but there was never a dedicated painted mini set for it from WizKids. There were some Strahd-related minis in Monster Menagerie 1, and of course some additional vampires and related minis in other sets, but we never got minis for most of the important NPCs in the book, and there were so many memorable ones. Well, we never got them until now. This is one of 2 sets of Painted Strahd minis releasing in October, coinciding with the re-release of the revamped edition of the adventure from Wizards of the Coast. Many thanks to WizKids for sending us this to review. This review will have a few Strahd spoilers, but I'll try to keep it minimal. But if you're playing in my ongoing Strahd campaign, Harry, Jack, Alex, Michael, this is time for you to switch to another video. That said, let's open this little box up here and take a closer look. First, we have the titular Strahd von Zarovich. He did have a previous mini in the Monster Menagerie 1 set, which you can see here. Strahd is one of the most memorable antagonists in 5th edition so far. His motivations are numerous and sometimes conflicting, depending on what your particular GM wants to emphasize or how they interpret him. This makes Curse of Strahd such an interesting and compelling campaign. The stat block for all these characters are in the Curse of Strahd adventure book. His is CR 15. Madame Eva is another very interesting and somewhat ambiguously written character. She is a Vistani fortune teller who guides the heroes on their path in Barovia, but her motivations and background are somewhat obscured and open to interpretation. Let me take this opportunity to point out to you the very helpful Curse of Strahd subreddit, r/Curse of Strahd, where there are some very helpful guides to running the adventure in new and unique ways. It's one of the most useful D&D subreddits out there. Some writers there have some amazing takes on Madame Eva. Rudolph van Richten is our vampire hunter and seems to be inspired by Professor Abraham Van Helsing from the original Dracula novel by Bram Stoker. He hides in plain sight in the Strahd adventure and can be an interesting ally for the characters if they play their cards right. His stat block is CR 5. Little does he know that his old protege followed him to Barovia, though. That protege is Ezmerelda Dolvenir, and she's probably the second most popular character to come out of the pages of Curse of Strahd after Strahd himself. She is one of the few disabled heroes in current D&D lore, losing a leg after a werewolf attack. The revamped edition of the adventure does some work on how this is depicted in the adventure, which should be an interesting read. She was the other named NPC to have a mini in Monster Menagerie 1. And Monster Menagerie 2's premium set was her wagon and campsite. You can see our review of it by clicking the eye in the corner of your screen. Pidlwick II is a small-sized mechanical construction that was meant to be a recreation of a real court jester named, naturally, Pidlwick I. In lieu of telling you his backstory, which you should probably learn for yourself, I'm just going to share his ideals, bond, and flaw, which I think tell you everything you need to know. Ideal: I wish I could make people happy. Bond: I would like to find someone, anyone, who isn't afraid of me and who enjoys my company. Flaw: when I'm upset, I do bad things. He has a CR 1/4 stat block. Baba Lysaga has a very interesting connection to Strahd that I'll leave for you to discover, but suffice it to say that she sees herself as his protector from afar, and she will do everything within her power to exterminate anyone who poses a risk to him. It's safe to say that she's based on Baba Yaga of Slavic folklore. Baba Lysaga has a CR 11 stat block, making her one of the most powerful creatures in the adventure. Finally, we have our Mongrelfolk. Mongrelfolk, as their name implies, are horrific amalgamation creatures who are created with extensive transformational magics, or who are the descendants of such creatures. They may have body parts from a dozen different humanoids and beasts to the point that only magic is keeping them alive. Their CR 1/4 stat block is extremely versatile, giving you options for a Mongrelfolk who is part spider, part amphibian, and several other options. This is a fantastic set of minis and almost a must-buy if you're running a Curse of Strahd campaign with minis. But man, it makes me want more. I want Ismark, I want Irina, I want Vladimir Horngard, I want Isaac Strasny, I want Baba Lysaga's creeping hut. There's definitely room in this adventure for a third or fourth set of NPC figures. We'll be reviewing the other set here very soon. It's called Covens and Covenants. Each set retails for $39.99 and will be available in October. Honestly, I love this whole idea. I would love to see more special predefined sets of minis like this for other published adventures, especially those that didn't get a full booster release. I'm thinking Ghost of Saltmarsh, Out of the Abyss, Lost Mine of Phandelver, even like Explorer's Guide to Wildmount if they could work out those licensing agreements. It's just such a great system, and I know if you're looking for specific NPC minis, having to rely on random booster boxes can kind of get really frustrating. So what other Strahd minis or NPC adventure sets would you like to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. Many thanks to the Deck of Many for sponsoring this video. The Kickstarter for their new Heckna campaign setting book is live now. It features a magical and creepy carnival setting called the Revelia, as overseen by the ringmaster Heckna, who loves to fright and delight his audience. If you've played Humblewood, as I'm doing now, you know that the Deck of Many makes high-quality campaign setting books, and I can't wait to see what they've come up with this time. You can learn more and back the Kickstarter today by visiting Heckna.com. Thank you for watching today. I love being able to share these cool sets with you. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please do me the favor of hitting the little thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to see our other early preview videos and reviews. Join the discussion on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks again for watching today. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.